Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Falcon News. The Counselor's Corner has some very vital information to pass on to us.
This school year, each senior is required to have a total of 15 community service hours. Community service consists of helping someone or helping an organization in the community to where you're not receiving a grade for it or you're not receiving pay for it. Each senior advisory will be working very close with their advisory students on proving the community service hours and making sure that all hours are documented. Yes, our Century 21 program, we do a adopt a grandparent on, I believe, 2 days a week. They attend the nursing home here in Monroe County, and the students go down there and work with the patients there in doing a variety of activities. Also, our family resource group are all the time needing assistance in their area pertaining to community service as well. So you can contact either Cindy Pruitt or Jean Blazier or Glenda Wilson on that information. On Thursday of this week in advisory, each senior will be given a senior project community service packet. In their packet, there will be a form to where you can document and keep up with all the community service hours that you're completing. And once you complete your hours, you'll turn that form into your senior advisory. The senior project is something students complete to go along with their career pathway that's been indicated on their ILP. For example, let's say you plan on being a carpenter. So something that you have constructed this senior year in your carpentry class would be considered a senior project. If you're perhaps wanting to be a chef, then creating a cookbook or something like that. If you want to be a writer, if you create a scrapbook of short stories or poetry, or even create a children's book, you're wanting to do some type of project to tie in to what your future plans are. Once again, on Thursday, your senior advisories will be passing out senior packets. The seniors will be working very closely with their advisory teacher on their senior projects and making sure that the project is appropriate, it is aligned with their career pathway on their ILP, and making sure that they work and getting all the paperwork turned in, and it will be their senior advisory. Thursday's the magical day. Once they get their packets and they work with their advisory teacher, my advice is to start as soon as you possibly can. Your senior year kind of goes quicker than what you realize, so you don't want to put it off to the last minute. So once you get your information, my advice is to start on it as soon as you can. All of your scholarships require community service. So it's very important to start your freshman year in high school documenting all the community service that you have. You do not want to wait until your senior year trying to get the hours in. So if you can start your freshman year working on community service, continue it all the way up to your senior year, then that's a very important thing to do. Please make sure that you do keep record of all of it, because I do know we have a lot of students that come their senior year and they can't remember some of the activities they've done throughout their high school years. So please make sure you keep a record of it and you start early, because like I said, your scholarships are going to ask for your community service.
Something something else is new with our seniors this year, and it is a state mandatory. It is called parchment. Most of our seniors are becoming familiar with this. This is an electronic transcript to colleges or technical schools. They had to set up an account this year through the parchment. Anytime a student is going to a college or technical school, they have to request their transcript to be sent electronically. This started this year. Like I said, they need to come really familiar with this. They will do this anytime a transcript needs to be sent. They can also track their transcript to see if it has been sent to the college or technical school. At the end of the year, they have to remember whatever college or technical school they are attending, they will need a final transcript. The student will need to go toward the end of the year on the parchment and request a transcript be sent to whichever one they're going to, and it will be where they have to check to send next grading period. They don't want the current one sent. It has to have their graduation date with their GPA and everything. That is the final grade. So we just want to remind all seniors, if you have not set your account up, please see me in the guidance office and I will help you through this. I think most seniors have done this and are becoming familiar with it, but it is mandatory that this is what they have to do from now on. Thank you.
Recently, the Governor's Scholars Program put out their application for the 2015 recipients. So applications are due to me in the guidance office Friday, December the 19th. To apply for the GSP, juniors must have a GPA of 3.5 or above and at least a 25 on their ACT. I encourage anyone interested in applying for GSP to go ahead and get started on their application process. It is a lengthy process and something that juniors need to go ahead and be working on at this time. You can visit the school's website and get the link that will take you directly to GSP. You're also encouraged to talk to last year's recipients. We had 3 scholars last year here at Monroe County High School: Skylar Durrells, Hunter Pettit, and Cassidy Carter, and all 3 of those individuals would be glad to speak with any junior and help them in filling out their application. Also, as Miss Wilson talked earlier, GSP focuses a lot on community service. So that goes hand in hand with what she spoke about earlier, keeping up with your community service hours, and that is a large part of the GSP application. Also, right now we have for our sophomores the Rogers Scholars Program, and we had a lady here last week. She was here on Friday and spoke with all sophomores who had a GPA of 3.0 and above interested in applying for the Rogers Scholars. That is due at the Rogers Scholars office on January the 31st. Now, January seems like a long time away, but we encourage students to go ahead and get started on that process. Again, the Rogers Scholars also includes a lot of community service. That is a big portion of their application, as well as they also have an essay that students are responsible for writing and letters of recommendation that they need to go ahead and be getting from their teachers. It requires 2 letters of recommendation from people here in our building and then 1 person out in the community. So if you're a sophomore student interested in becoming a Rogers Scholar, you need to be working on that application at this time. That link is located also on the Monroe County High School website page and is due to Rogers Scholar by January the 31st. We had 1 recipient last year, and our school is guaranteed at least 1 winner. That scholar was Miss Paige Anderson. She was also available last week and came in and spoke with our sophomores and answered any questions that they had. She has also made herself available and willing to help anyone interested in filling out this application. Now, next summer's dates for Rogers Scholar will be either June the 21st through the 26th or July the 12th through the 17th. And if you are a scholar, you have to attend one of those weeks. Now, if you have something planned, one week they try to work with you so that you can go another week, but those dates have been set for our Rogers Scholars program. Also coming up in the near future will be the Hobie Award. Hobie is not available yet online, but that will be coming up in the near future and is available for our sophomore students. Now, last year we had one Hobie recipient, Miss Megan Pennington, and she will be talking to our students about the Hobie Award and her experience this past summer at the Hobie Institute. And the Hobie recipient is free of charge to Monroe County High School students because it is sponsored by Miss Loretta Lyons in memory of her daughter, Dr. Keela Lyons Fee. Miss Loretta is very gracious and each year sponsors that event, and we're very appreciative of that. These are just a few things going on right now with our sophomores and juniors. Feel free to contact me anytime that you have questions or concerns.